Alright, so every time a new season drops in Apex, there's always this talk about the game being dead. Apex is dying, this is the worst season that's ever come into Apex, it's gonna be dead in like 2 days. There's always just some sort of negativity around Apex whenever a new season drops. And if you guys have been watching my channel for any good amount of time, I always tend to make these videos about the state of a game, the state of Apex, and I try to address what the community is thinking and give my opinion on those thoughts, right? So I've been seeing some tweets, I've been seeing some comments on my videos and other videos as well, not just my videos, and for some reason I'm still seeing all of these comments and tweets and posts about Apex being dead and Apex dying. So I wanted to come today, guys, and address that statement about Apex being dead and give you guys my opinion on where the game is right now and if the game really is dead or if it's possibly doing better than ever. So if you guys are ready, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. We actually just hit 20k about 2 days ago, so to every single one of you guys who have subscribed, I appreciate it so much, and 20k is a very insane number, so I appreciate all of the support, guys, and I think the next goal now is 25k. So yeah, if you're still not subbed, hit that sub button if you want to see me bring more Apex content, and let's talk about Apex being dead. So recently, guys, Respawn and EA put up this post about Apex being in the best state it's ever been in. It's had the most player retention in season 5, the most amount of new players actually coming into the game as well, and apparently season 5 is just doing really good in terms of like player numbers, right? And when I saw this post and I just saw how good Apex was doing in terms of like numbers, I actually wasn't shocked, because in my personal life, like when I talk to friends and stuff, everyone just agrees that this is one of the best, if not the best state that Apex has been in. Season 5 has actually received so much good reviews, and I think everyone just overall likes the state that Apex is in. So I do understand why these numbers are so high. I mean, season 5 is overall a pretty good season, but we also have to take into consideration that it's quarantine right now and everyone has like extra time to spend playing these games, so that also would increase the player numbers for Apex. So I did not want to base this entire video on that one post by Respawn. I still went and did my own research and kind of like found out how Apex is really doing in terms of numbers, right? Obviously we can't get any exact player numbers and stuff because Respawn and EA won't release those numbers, but we can still kind of like gauge and just see how the game is doing based on YouTube views and Twitch views, right? One of the most interesting discoveries to me in this entire research process was the fact that the views went up with every single Apex season launch trailer. So the Apex season 5 launch trailer actually has 10 million views right now, and this happened in just 1 month. So this makes it the fastest growing and the fastest viewed Apex season launch trailer. And we can observe this trend with every single season. So season 1 had the least amount of views on a season trailer, season 2 had more views than season 1, season 3 had more views than season 2, and it keeps going, right? So if we're going off of just YouTube views, which is a pretty good indicator of like the people's interest in a game, it's clear to me that Apex has been growing steadily since it came out. I think the devs have done a really good job of keeping interest in Apex alive, because these trailers are always very well done, they always are interesting, and the numbers don't lie, right guys? Season 5 has seen the most views out of any season launch trailer for Apex, and this to me just shows that people are still interested in Apex. So I would basically say that on the YouTube scene, in terms of like numbers and views, Apex is actually growing. It's growing every single day as more people discover this game and as they watch more videos about Apex. So this right here is a very good indication that Apex is not dead and it's also not dying. Now Twitch views might be a bit more difficult to gauge because with every single day the views vary, and it also depends on like who's streaming, how many people are streaming, the time of the day, so it does kind of depend on all of those factors in terms of like Twitch views. But at the time of making this video, Apex currently has 54.7k viewers on Twitch, which actually is above average. I would say on average Apex gets about 30k viewers, which is still very good for this game, but currently almost 3 weeks since season 5 has been released, Apex has 54k, which is actually very good, and to me again it does not show any signs of slowing down, and it doesn't show the game is dying. It actually shows the game is doing fairly well and it's growing on Twitch as well. Now for you guys who would just say that all of these numbers are because of the quarantine and people have more time to like watch streams and watch videos and do all of that stuff, while that could be true as well, I've also seen other games on Twitch and they seem to have the exact same viewers as the usually do. So I don't think that the growth in Apex and the spike in views on YouTube and stuff is because of the quarantine. I think people are just interested in Apex. They want to see Apex gameplay, and as I originally said, Season 5 was also marketed really good by the devs, by Respawn. So all of those factors kind of contribute to a very successful season, and I think we'll see a bit of growth in Season 5 when it comes to Apex. So with the current success that Apex is seeing, I think the devs, I think Respawn, EA, whoever it is, needs to really try to, improve Apex in any way possible. Luckily, Season 5 is in a pretty good state. Like when Season 4 first dropped, it was much worse than when Season 5 first dropped, so I don't think that they have like much work to do, but obviously Apex is not perfect and there's still many features we want to see in this game. Now the good news about this is that Respawn just opened up a brand new studio, and they also promised us like new features and more stuff and just more content on a whole, because they have a bigger workforce, and more jobs equals more people working on the game, which also equals more content for us to enjoy. In fact, Respawn actually just put up some jobs on their website, and they're looking for a brand new level designer, and I quote, they want someone to help realize the creative vision for taking players to new worlds. And this right here to me just spells out a brand new map. So Respawn is working on a lot of content. Apex is in a good state. We still have so much new stuff to come for Season 5, and I think Apex will continue to improve and continue to grow once Respawn, listens to us and the game is in a good state. So yeah, once again, I don't think Apex is dying. I don't think Apex is dead. I actually think Apex is in the best state it's ever been in right now, and hopefully this trend will continue. So that's all I have for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed. As always, be sure to leave a like and subscribe, and tell me your thoughts on the current state of Apex and if you think Apex is dying. Once again, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in some more Apex. Till next time.